Well, I'm so glad you got to come over for lunch.
And I'm so glad to be here and
Yeah.
to have lunch with you. It's a treat
So
for me.
fun.
Mhm.
So Sharon has gone through the school and is one of the teachers. Has been a teacher for a few years now.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to kind of get us. What did you do before? What are some of the day jobs you've had, and then but you've also had this other thing you do. So tell me everything, because I think people will relate to both.
Right. So before I was at the school, I did humans more than people, more than animals. So I did medical intuition and just channeling for people. And I also had a part-time I still have it, real estate managing company. Yeah, kind of, not company, but I manage real estate for someone. And I needed that to stay grounded because I can just be out there all day long. Yeah, so it was, should I talk about the school or not yet?
Yeah. Well, I actually have another question.
Yeah.
What drew you to do more animals?
Oh, well, my first love as a kid was always animals. As a kid, I used to rescue all the dogs and cats from the neighborhood that didn't have homes and find them homes. And I was lucky that my parents would let me host them for a little while.
Mhm.
And then I would work part-time at the vet's office so that he will let me bring them in when I found them. So it worked out really well. And so I was always into animals. That was like, my heart is with the animals.
So then you came to my class, and then what made you join the big program?
So I came to your class, and then I thought, and then you moved down here to California, right?
Mhm.
Back. You moved
Mhm.
back. And I thought, well, you're at my door. There's no way I'm not going to come to the intensive. So I came to the intensive, and I just felt like home. And to those of you that don't know yet, Joan has this beautiful picture that one of the students drew that if you feel weird and you feel you've always been overly sensitive, which I've always been, and you feel that you don't belong anywhere, then you're home when you get here. And it's so true because, ta-da,
Yeah.
yeah. So when I was at the intensive, I just felt, you know how when you are with your family and you feel so comfortable? But that's how I felt. I felt like I'm home. And so I thought, I'm joining the big program. And we'll talk about the trips later, but at the intensive, I think it was like a few days before you left to Africa, you said, I'm so excited I'm going to Africa. And I'm like, I'm coming with you. So if
We
I
even
can
ran
live
into
here,
each other
yeah.
at the airport. It was like, you
Right.
really are.
Yeah, so the energy here is so amazing that I wanted to move in, but I'm married and I have a family. So yeah, I'm hooked on this thing, this school, and
Oh, it's really fun having you as a teacher. How does it feel to be a teacher?
it feels so amazing because each time I get to connect with more people that love animals like I do. So I look at it as the connection with the people is the icing on the cake. So we're all here for the animals, and we get to communicate with animals and to help them and help their humans. But it's like amazing to connect with our group because our group just keeps growing. And my personal thing is about changing the collective's idea about animals. And I know Joan's is, of course. And that's so important for me, and that's why I'm here forever. I come here every time there's an intensive, and I love to be on the calls with all the students.
Yeah, because when you're teaching, when you think about teaching, I think of I'm not in the barn aisles like I once was, or having people bring their animals over as much as I used to, but I'm helping more animals by teaching 10, 15 people on a Tuesday night, because they're going to be the ones on the floor with dogs and in barn aisles doing acupressure or whatever it is. So it's like I'm exponentially getting to help more animals by teaching.
Exactly. And one,
that's what the school is set up for.
yeah, and what I want to say about the school is that you'll see when you hopefully join, that when you think to yourself, yeah, I've always loved animals, and I feel closer to animals than people, some of you or some of us, and but when you really get to practice how to do this, it's like a whole different ball game, and you just feel like so happy to do it and to be in service to the animals, and to the people. You also help the people that have the animals or that are together with the animals.
And then, did you have to learn anything about grounding yourself?
Oh my God. Okay. So, thanks for reminding me. So you know about the sensitivity part? So I have to tell you that when I would see something on the road way ahead that looked like an animal that died or something, I would make a U-turn and I would go to a different street. That's how mushy I was inside. So when I got to Joan, she said, and probably all of us have this, when we're empathic and we feel for the animals, we have no boundaries. At least I didn't have.
Oh, I always say I cried through my 30s and I couldn't even go to the airport,
Right. Yeah, I totally get that. So Joan whipped me into shape very fast because she really teaches it in a systematic, methodical way that you don't even feel. It sneaks up on you, and all of a sudden you're like, no, I have to put my boundary here. So it's awesome. That's like a super icing on the cake, or maybe
another
the middle
cake.
of it. Yeah, another cake.
Yeah, oh yeah, maybe it's a thin layer.
Yeah.
Of vegan cream.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely vegan cream.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here with you.
Thank you.